Hello and welcome. My name is Ali Gul Qureshi. In this section of the City Logistics course, we will focus on the evaluation criteria of various city logistics initiatives. By now, you might already know about these key stakeholders of city logistics and about their objectives. For example, freight carriers strive to reduce their cost and improve their efficiency, whereas city administrators are more concerned with the environment and congestion aspect of the city logistics activities. Also, we know that in city logistics, we try to balance the objectives of private and public stakeholders using various schemes. Therefore, the evaluation criteria also depend upon the definition and the stakeholders' concern. As shown in previous slides, in many cases, cost is most important concern of private side, whereas other evaluation criteria may include environment, safety, and congestion. Let's have a more detailed look at each of them. Starting with the cost. Without any doubt, cost is the most used evaluation criteria among all. It can be composed of many components such as facility cost, vehicle cost, and operation cost. And each component in turn can be dependent on many aspects of a particular city logistics scheme or initiatives. For example, a joint delivery system would involve a facility cost evaluation, which would be based on the size and location of the urban consolidation center. On the other hand, it can reduce the number of required vehicles for a freight carrier, which now only travels to the UCC, avoiding any parking cost or penalties. However, some proportion of these costs will now be borne by a UCC freight carrier. Environment impact of the urban freight activities are becoming more and more important, especially with many governments aiming for zero emissions or at least reduced emissions. Here again, different components can take precedence as an evaluation criteria for a particular city logistics scheme. For example, in evaluating nighttime deliveries, noise levels will be more important. On the other hand, NOx and SPM emissions may be considered for schemes aiming at improving the local area pollution levels, such as in CBD. Not many schemes consider safety and congestion as the main evaluation criteria, except for some special logistics such as hazardous material transportation, where safety is of prime concern. Freight vehicles are only a part of the traffic mix, which also includes private and public transport vehicles. Therefore, using relief in congestion level may require more complex and data-driven evaluations. That's why many studies just report the data for the participating partners, such as reduced number of vehicles and parking hours for the participating companies. As we noticed in previous slides, it depends on the type, purpose, data availability, and many stakeholders' choice to decide which evaluation criteria or combination is to be used. Although some of these schemes are initiated by a particular stakeholder to get a direct benefit, there may be many indirect benefits to other stakeholders as well. For example, basically route optimization is done at the freight carrier level to optimize cost, increase efficiency and reliability, but it also boosts their green image by minimizing environmental emissions. It also addresses the objectives of other city logistics stakeholders. For example, customers get faster deliveries, and due to minimal number of delivery vehicles, the residents of the area face less congestion, better environment and safety condition, which also satisfy the administrator's objectives. Therefore, it is possible to consider multiple objectives and evaluations for a single city logistics scheme.